Hey, welcome to an episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Got two guests this time. You remember Eric from the 𝓑𝓮𝓲𝓬𝓻𝓲𝓷 episode, and this is his fiancée Gina. Gina is from Niagara Falls, from the Canadian side.
They let her out.
Yeah. You're not the first Canadian reviewer on this show, though.
Really?
Yeah, Dennis LD. He's originally from Moscow, but he lives in Montreal. So I don't know if he has dual citizenship or if he's just Russian. I don't know. So what kind of beers do you like?
I personally like reds, ambers, IPAs, things on the lighter end of the scale.
Mm-hmm.
So those are my main beverages of choice.
Well, this one's might be up your alley. I don't know. This is Funkwerks Saison Belgian style ale. They're out of Fort Collins, Colorado. It's only 6.8% ABV. It says, the beer you are holding is unique. Multiple yeast strains and a warm, open fermentation produces a beer of exceptional flavor and aroma. An extended secondary maturation and bottle conditioning ensures all these unique qualities are preserved and evolve over time. Cellar in a cool, dark place. And they actually make a point of saying, serve at 50 degrees in a tulip glass. Which we have, but Aaron just has the wine glass, so...
Yeah, I'm not cool enough.
You got the shaft.
Alright, we're back, and as you can see, we have a very bright yellow colored beer with tons and tons of carbonation.
Yeah, a lot. And I mean, we poured it horizontally. So.
Yeah. It's like almost like yellow, like my shirt, even
kind of a champagne-y color.
Yeah. We have, well, Gene and I, because of our glasses, got tons of head. It's like doable. You know?
I'm not upset about my choice of glass anymore.
How does it smell?
It kind of has a sweet wine smell to it.
I was going to say sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, very light, like flowery, like perfumey.
Mm-hmm. It has kind of like a Chardonnay or Riesling smell to it that I find.
I get kind of a citrus aroma too.
I was thinking citrus. Not like more of a...
I may go with the wine.
So I mean, it's definitely and it said Belgian style, so this is very like a Dougal or something like that. So let's give it a taste, see if it is. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, it's very much like Dougal.
Yeah. Very light with a... definitely tastes like a citrus aftertaste.
I find that there's a strong start to it. Maybe it's just because I had to go through all of the fizzing to get to the taste, because I felt that there was a really strong start to it.
Yeah, it's very peppery. Not so much like peppery, but like, I don't know, help me out. It's just like a zesty,
yeah, it's kind of like
energy.
it's kind of like how you put lemon zest in something for that extra oomph, rather than the lemon juices. Yeah, it definitely has the zesty. You would probably garnish it maybe with like a lemon or something.
Yeah.
I could see them doing that.
I keep comparing this to Dougal. Dougal is actually a Belgian strong pale ale. This is a Saison. They're not quite the same, but they're in the general ballpark.
Mm-hmm. I really like it. It's a really nice, light. I find it's fairly crisp.
Yeah, it's definitely very crisp.
I wouldn't mind eating or drinking it with a meal. Maybe one that you needed a nice light taste with.
Like fish, or well, you don't eat fish.
Wouldn't know. But you know, a meal where you would want something nice and crisp, like even if you were to have, say, nachos.
Nachos.
Yeah, because like nachos is more of a spicy, and you want something light and crisp to kind of break it up if you can't deal with spice.
I would go something hoppy with spice.
Yeah, I'd probably thinking hoppy.
With me, that would be too much taste for my palate. So for me, I want something light and crisp to kind of break up that heavy spiciness.
Well, yeah, your spectrum of beers isn't really hoppy anyway.
Actually, I'm a huge
She likes
IPA
IPAs,
fan.
Oh,
Huge IPA fan. So actually, hoppy is something I really enjoy.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's something, hops are a very strong taste, and this is a very light taste. So I like light tasting beers to go with heavy, very strong tasting meals.
It's like there's like just a intense energy when it's like the first half or so, and then as it's going down.
It's like it's prickling your tongue.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's dancing on your tongue, as I often say.
Well, that's definitely a lot of the fizziness in there,
Yeah.
right? Doing that. But it's a pretty good beer. I really like it.
I get like almost like a Sprite kind of flavor, 7-Up.
Especially the feel with the carbonation, or not carbonation. But
I mean, as far as flavor,
The initial flavor, yeah.
it's very lemony.
mm-hmm. It's definitely lemony, light, nice. I like it.
It's not particularly bitter though.
No.
No,
I didn't get that at all. The smell, taste, nothing bitter. It's mainly
Very sweet.
mainly sweet.
very sweet. And of course, like when I do drink wine, for example, I like the sweeter side of the wine, so I really like it.
Yeah.
Good.
I get a little bit of like a tang, like on the finish, like a little bit of bite, a little bit of something different from the beginning.
Mm.
I find it goes down fairly well. Like it's not something that you have to like kind of choke back or anything that feels super heavy.
Yeah, it's definitely not strong at all. It's something I think anybody would be able to drink.
Yeah, and it's not really a sipper. It's
No.
more one you can drink a bit quicker.
I mean, would you call it thirst quenching?
I would actually.
I
Well,
would say
like,
it's
honestly, if
pretty
you-
light.
Coming from like working outside, you want something refreshing. I think this would be something I'd grab.
Or even on like a hot summer day.
Definitely serve it
Yeah.
cold. Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
serve it cold in a tulip glass, and
Yeah.
it would be perfect.
I couldn't see it tasting super great with being a room temperature or even lower than that.
Yeah.
It'd be good as
Well, they actually said 50 degrees, which is quite warm, actually.
Really?
Well,
I
I
couldn't
mean, it's
see
not. That's not right out of the fridge because the fridge is about 40
That's
degrees.
basically
but-
just chilled. Yeah.
Yeah.
We go by Celsius.
Yeah, so it's probably like -20. I always rate on a scale of 1 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
To me, this is like a 7, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great, and there's nothing wrong with it at all.
I was actually thinking just around the same as you. 7, 8.
I was gonna say like 7, 8, mainly because this isn't normally my beer of choice, but I can't find anything wrong with it at all.
I could see myself purchasing it again.
I'm rating it like I'm taking a point or two off because I think that the drinkability is a little low on it because it's like so heavily carbonated. Like I have to keep myself from burping after every single swig. But and because like it's so zesty and peppery, like I agree that like it's refreshing, but like it's not like a super smooth beer. But I'm kind of splitting hairs here.
Case in point.
All right, well I guess that about wraps it up. Unless you guys want to add anything else.
Do I need to burp you too?
You probably might. All right, I'm good.
All right, thanks to Eric and Gina for coming over, and stick around because we'll be back for another one.
Cheers.
Cheers.